Hey gang, we're back out here under the hood of Project Lincoln like we have been so many times before over the last few months. And if you watched the previous video, I think you know why. The last test drive we took this thing on went actually really good, but probably 5 miles into the drive or so, we blew a radiator hose, which I'm going to walk you through something on that because it's a lesson that I've learned time and time again and probably will again, but I want you to see something. So here's where the radiator hose blew out, and it's kind of cool. I haven't seen too many of them do that. It just exploded the whole side of the hose right out of it, which was kind of fun to see, even though it cost us some time and whatever. But here's the problem. As you guys remember, not that long ago, probably 2 weeks ago, we put a water pump on this car. And so the part that sucks is that when I started putting this car together and I knew it was going to be a big project, I wanted to get my parts through Rock Auto. Here's the problem is that Rock Auto, although you save a whole bunch on the parts, they're kind of expensive on their shipping. So I went through this car, I found everything I needed. The brakes, the tune-up parts, the water pump, the belts, the this, the that. I had a whole list of stuff, and I ordered it all. So most of the money I put into this car was in one big chunk order, which means that when I was changing the water pump, I had these hoses off this car. I held them in my hands and went, oh, these don't look very good. I should probably replace them. Well, I didn't want to order them off Rock Auto and wait a week and pay another shipping cost. So I called the local parts stores, Napa and AutoZone, and nobody had one in stock. Nobody had the hoses, as expected, because why would they? I'm probably the only guy in America that's fixing up a 77 Lincoln right now, so it's not like it's something that's flying off the shelf. So I made the decision to put this car back together with questionable hoses on it, with full knowing that they might blow and I'll have to change them later. And I didn't really think that much of it, but now I'm regretting it. Now I'm going to show you why. This lower radiator hose is not that hard to get to right here where it attaches to the radiator. You can see down there, I can get down there with a long extension and a socket or a long screwdriver, and I can get that clamp and wiggle my hand down there and get it off. But the problem is the other end, where it attaches to the water pump. So there's the clamp end way down there. When I put that hose back on there, I wasn't thinking. And I aimed the clamp right at all this bracketry and accessories. All this stuff that we already had off once. I think I'm going to have to take off again just to get one clamp off of a hose. So I ended up having to order the hose through AutoZone. It took them 1 day to get it. So in hindsight, I probably should have just, when I was in the midst of putting the water pump on, taken a 1 day break, ordered the hose, put it on, and I wouldn't be doing this. But it is what it is now. We're going to go ahead and do the lower and the upper, since that one's just as old. Doesn't look as, looks okay. Not great, but it looks okay. So we're going to go ahead and replace both those hoses, fill it back up with coolant. There's another thing I didn't even think about. You guys got to think about that. I had $40 worth of coolant in this thing. Guess where that is? So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do that today. I'm going to replace the hoses, fill it back up with coolant, hopefully take it on yet another test drive, maybe longer than 5 miles. We'll see. And then we'll see where we're at. Well, we're going to try something. I might be able to sneak through here with a 1/4 inch ratchet, 6-inch extension, a swivel, and a 5/16 socket. And I might be able to get on that. We're going to try. This new microphone's kind of cool because I can talk to you guys while I'm walking around in the garage. That also means that if I stub my toe in the garage and drop an F-bomb, then all my students are going to hear it too, so I got to be a little more cautious. Or if I'm flirting with the old lady off camera, you guys are all going to know it. You got to be careful there. If I'd have put that anywhere else in that 360-degree revolution, I would have had a spot to get to it easily. I mean, I'm loosening it about 2 degrees at a time, but Okay, there's our old hose, just sardine canned. It's still not easy to get to, even to tighten. The upper hose is a piece of cake. The only part that kind of bummed me out with the upper hose is they didn't have the factory molded one. So they sold me a flex hose, which is fine, I guess, but I don't know. Okay, this is a flex hose. This basically just, if your old hose used to go like this, now this one does. If it used to do a little S, then you can, you know what I mean. Oof. This one's a bit long. I don't like that very much. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Okay, see the big old kink in this thing? Yeah, that's not good for your cooling system. So this hose is too long. It'd be fine if we had a, 48-inch wide radiator, but we don't. So maybe I can give it a little turn this way, sort of. No, it ain't happening. We're taking this one back. Back to AutoZone again. All right. I guess I'll see you there. All right, gang. We're here at AutoZone. They didn't have another flex hose, so I ended up just matching up the old one. Kind of found one really close, not exact. Of course, it was more money than the flex hose, but what are you gonna do? I think this guy will get the job done, so we're heading home. Oh, 6 o'clock traffic in East Lansing, son of a gun. Look at that. This country needs another plague. So if we put that end on there, it should tighten down good. Oh, like it was meant to be. Check this out. It makes the perfect bend right here through these heater hoses like it was meant to be. It clears the bracket by about not much. I mean, it couldn't get any better right there. And I'm telling you guys, you couldn't. It's just, that's the Lord right there. The Lord was like, here, try this one. All right, we're going to go ahead and fill the coolant back up. I want to give you a little tip. This is universal coolant. You can put it in anything. I probably wouldn't put it in anything, but it'll be fine in this old car. Some cars are very specific, especially newer cars, foreign cars. But this will be fine for this. But anyway, this is pure concentrate. They also make 50/50, which you can pour right in the radiator. But it's about a $2 difference between 50/50 and concentrate. So for an extra $2, you can make a whole nother gallon. And all you got to do is mix half of it into another empty jug like this one, and then fill them both up with water. And then you got 2 gallons for $2 more. So anyway, we're going to do that. Oh well. And just like that, we made 2 gallons out of 1. But we're topped off for now. We'll double check it again after a test drive and it cools back down and all that good stuff. Let's see how she starts up. Well, gang, I think that can only mean one thing. Test drive part 2 coming in.